Kamal's gone on a bit of a run there. Salah spotted him, played it out wide. It's a high cross, looking for Mamouche at the back post. It's got a sense they're a little tentative in these early stages, the Egyptians. That seemed rather pedestrian and without too much creativity. This was that earlier chance, though, for Mo Salah, onto the left foot and shaving the outside of the post. El Nene. Nicely collected by Sulaya as well, wearing jersey number 4. Another quality operator for the Egyptians. Now into the area, Salah's chasing down, and look at how many players were around him. Try and stymie his progress into the penalty area. Prepared to take them on too, gets past one, and then suddenly they were all on top of him, led by Bura, who plays for Farense, near the bottom of the table in the Portuguese top flight. There's no way through for Salah there, but you can bet that's the first of many attempts he's going to make to try and get through this Guinea-Bissau defence. Qualified for the first time in 2017, Guinea-Bissau at the tournament in Gabon, and what a wonderful start they had. They played in the opening match against the home nation. They were 1-0 down until the very last kick of the match, when the ball was thrashed into the back of the net. It was a wonderful goal, gave them a share of the spoils in that very first encounter. He has a shot from Steve Umbry, who's going well over the top. Guinea-Bissau's second game at the Nations Cup in Libreville a few days later was against Cameroon. They were 1-0 up, and Cameroon came back to win 2-1. Cameroon went on to win the title. Guinea-Bissau lost their last game to Burkina Faso, went home with their pride intact. It was a great debut performance. Qualified again for Egypt, didn't score any goals in Egypt at all. They lost to Cameroon and Ghana, drew with Benin. And of course no goals in the game against Sudan on Wednesday, opening match of this tournament. So 5 matches in total now at the finals without a goal. Look at Salah putting the pressure on, ball still in play. They did have a penalty for Pele, who in un-Pele-like fashion took a rather languid penalty, and it was saved by the Sudanese goalkeeper. 0-0 in the first match, 1 point for them. It's one more than Egypt have got, though. Nice skills from Panuccia, and you get a sense already where the majority of the crowd are have their sympathies or their loyalties. It's with Guinea-Bissau, and Umbry gets the free kick. Foul committed by El Said. And if they can get the crowd going a little bit, it's going to really work to their favour. There's a bit of a new face into the national team is Steve Umbry, a 24-year-old from Sosro in France. Born in France, he's got Algerian parentage, he's got Senegalese and Guinea-Bissau, and he's got an opportunity to play for Guinea-Bissau. He's taken it. Made his debut in November. Fali Kande and Sangate are the 2 players over the ball. El Shanawi in goal for Egypt. Fali Kande takes it, puts it wide of goal. There's the assistant coach, Emiliano Te, who's taken charge today with Bashiro Kande out with COVID-19. He tested positive yesterday. They really have been affected by the virus, the Guinea-Bissau squad. Shanawi will think that he had that covered, but it wasn't a bad little free kick from Fali Kande. Pasó Portimonense in the top flight in Portugal. And with decent quality players, Guinea-Bissau, unlike some of the other countries who use a lot of players from the lower leagues in Europe, particularly Equatorial Guinea, for example. Most of the players lined up here today all have top flight experience in Portugal and France and a couple of other destinations. Ayman Ashraf. One of the Al Ahly contingent. They're all fairly experienced players, like Ashraf, 30 years old, El Sulayas, 31. Now pushing forward with Moreto taken away. Salah again on the right. Little flick on from Mustafa Mohamed, the Galatasaray player. He was looking for Mamouche. It's unusual. Egypt would have an all foreign-based strike force. Mamouche with Stuttgart in the Bundesliga. Mohamed with the struggling Galatasaray in Turkey. And of course Mohamed Salah on the far side. You all know where he plays. Now, forward Guinea-Bissau. This is dangerous. Looking for an opportunity. Gets the ball across. Ambry is shaping to try the round the corner shot. It well picked up in the end by Ashraf. This is Hegazi trying to block the shot. Look at Ambry shaping to shoot. Now El Nene gets it onto that right-hand side again. That grass is going to be worn down by the end of the game, given how much the Egyptians are using to use that flank. Foul committed by Piquete. Looks a lot older and more mature than he did from 4 years ago when he got that wonder goal against Cameroon. Made a real name for himself, got himself a contract in Saudi Arabia where he's played ever since, earning some petrodollars. Just gets away from Mustafa Mohamed. Sangate with the last touch. Well, that's miscued and will give Egypt a corner opportunity. Comes off Sorimane. Well, Jonas Mendes missed the first game with COVID-19 positive infection. Fortunately for him, recovered in time or returned a negative test just at the same time as his replacement Maurice Gomez tested positive. Difficult terrain for Guinea-Bissau to navigate. They've also got Nanu, Alpha Semedo and Meniti isolating or in quarantine, along with the 3 new cases from yesterday. No way through for Mamouche. Hegazi with a good strong header at the back. They like their veteran defenders, do the Egyptians. Well, you can see Carlos Queiroz somewhat animated. He knows how important it is to get a good result here, and he knows how important to make an early statement in this match, and they're struggling to do so. They had one chance with Mo Salah, but not much more. And if you contrast it with the way Egypt got out of the starting blocks and firmly imposed their superiority over Sudan a little earlier on today, then you'll understand why Carlos Queiroz is perhaps a little worried. Good work defensively from Sorimane. Last touch of El Neni. Not played much for Arsenal this season, but Egypt have regular use of his services. There's El Neni again, looks at his options. Salah on the right, overlapping is Omar Kamal. Salah to cut inside, there's the cross, little too strong. No, Marmoush has done really well there, bring it down, chance for Mustafa Mohamed. He hits the upright. Yeah, they come again, Kamal's laying it back. Well, predictably he was looking for Salah, who was perhaps not the best placed of the Egyptian options there. Twice now they've struck the woodwork in this first half. No reward yet. Well, it was a little bit closer this time round. Lovely ball in from Salah. Maybe a little too strong. Marmoush did really well to lay it back. And then the shot from Mustafa Mohamed, who really was not picked up by the defence. They gave him time and space to actually pick his spot. Agony as it misses the target. Watching, and then the disappointment as it bounces away to safety. A real let-off. So far, it's not working out too well at the Cup of Nations in Cameroon for Egypt, but early days still, give them time. They've not won 7 trophies for nothing. Moretto was the man who needed some treatment, and so he's got to go off and just complete it. This was the turn with Salah. Claimed he got knocked in the face. I think he's made a rather massive meal of that, but I suppose in a way he's the one who comes off worse, because he's now off and has to wait to be allowed back onto the park. Mendes clears, upfield, Guinea Bissau holding Egypt at the moment, almost 20 minutes gone in Group D in Garoua. Sparkling performance earlier today from Nigeria. Egypt looking to match that today against a team that on paper they should beat fairly comfortably, but in recent times, Guinea-Bissau have turned themselves from whipping boys into a real force. They dealt with Sudan fairly comfortably in the recent World Cup qualifiers. For the rest, it was a pretty tough group that they were in, but got some good practice ahead of this tournament. Egypt, of course, won their group and will be in the playoffs in March. Salah on the left foot, a little bit too low. Back in from Kamal. Abdallah Al-Said is almost omnipresent on the pitch. Whenever there's a player in a bit of space that you look to find when you're in a bit of trouble, he's invariably the man. 20 minutes gone. Possession turned over. This might be an opportunity now for Guinea-Bissau. Ambry's looked lively in this game. Little ball out wide to Piquete. That's a good challenge. Strong defensive work from Ayman Ashraf. He was moaning about the decision going against him corner-wise, but you can see clearly from there he did certainly have the last touch, and so it'll be Fale Kande to take it again. He was the author of that earlier free kick that was fairly close. Let's see what he can do from the corner. Height towards the back post. El Shanawi came, decided against it, or perhaps it did pass him by, but there was certainly no danger. In fact, there were no players from Guinea-Bissau there at all. So an assistant coach on the bench again at the Africa Cup of Nations. These are certainly strange times that we live in terms of COVID. Emiliano Ter has spent most of his career in Portugal. He's 38 years old. Played in the lower leagues. Also a little bit of a spell in China, and had a total of 5 caps for Guinea-Bissau. 2007, 2008. Well, they're certainly not overawed, Guinea-Bissau, looking for opportunities. I suppose it doesn't take much motivation to get yourself up for a game of this nature on the stage of the Cup of Nations, but also against an opponent with the illustrious names that line up against you. And they'll have the same again on Wednesday when they take on Nigeria, Guinea-Bissau's final group game. Their failure to beat Sudan, though, puts their chances of advancing in some peril, because that was really the match where they needed the 3 points that might well get them one of those spots reserved for the best third-place finishers, 4 of them to go through. You basically need a minimum of 3 points to have any chance. Inside from Kamal. And the decision in favour of Guinea-Bissau. Chance for them to clear their lines. Two countries have never taken each other on before. This is their very first meeting. There's the offside decision. 2 of them, in fact. Defender Bura. There's quite a bit of talking going on here. The referee can't allow this just to get away from him. He's got to take some firm control here and maybe bring an end to the debating society. Pikete has gone into the book, the first caution of the game. This was the challenge with Omar Kamal. These days, when you lead with the elbow or with the hand in that fashion, doesn't matter if there's a lack of serious contact or no evil intent, those invariably end up being cautioned. So Pikete into the book. Two yellow cards at this tournament and an automatic one-match suspension. The cards are expunged as we go into the knockout stages. Said Mamouche has come a little deep to collect the ball. There are 4 players waiting to see what he's going to do, running into far too much traffic there. It was Mustafa Mohammed back to battle for possession as Guinea-Bissau threatened the counter. Mamouche claiming something there. Look how Mustafa Mohammed realizes they might be in trouble with the little breakaway with Sangate. Committed the foul. El Said to El Nene. Two cogs in the midfield. Kamal with a cross. Kamal again. Good strong header away. But back come the Egyptians. Salah looking, or Ashraf rather, looking to get the shot in. Turn is from Mama Balde. Looking for support. Certainly alive in this game, Guinea Bissau, to the counter-attack possibility. They are looking all the time. Make the tackle, win possession, and see what options are available ahead. And they can suck Egypt in a little bit more and then catch them. That might well be a recipe for another upset result. Just Umbri waiting on the edge of the area for the cross. Moreto with possession. He's going to swing it out onto this right-hand side. The fullback Jefferson. And that's always traditionally catching practice for El Shenawi. No real pace on it and lots of height. Plenty of time for the goalkeeper to snatch it out of the air. Tall goalkeeper is the man from Al Ahly. Serial winner in African football, that's for sure, is Mohamed El Shenawi. 33 years old now. By the way, Egypt have got Essam Al Hadri as their goalkeeper coach, the man who went to the World Cup in Russia and became the oldest player ever to compete at the World Cup. Won 3 successive Cup of Nations, 2006, 2008 and 2010 with the Pharaohs. And now the goalkeeper coach for the national team, although he had COVID as the team was leaving, so only joined up with them a few days thereafter. Ghazi's only 30 years old. He'll be 31 later this month, but it seems he's been going forever. Now playing with Ittihad in Saudi Arabia. There's Ashraf. El Sulaya wants it in the middle here. Next to him, Ashraf. Mamouche up front with Mustafa Mohammed all waiting. Abdullah El Said plays it forward. Ashraf, now the long-range shot from Mamouche. A little bit of patience needed there from Egypt. You might have seen the bench a little earlier with Wael Guma next to Carlos Queiroz. He's the team manager these days. And then on the other side of that, Roger de Sá, the former South African international goalkeeper. Coach of multiple clubs in the DStv Premiership. He is the assistant to Carlos Queiroz. A real Portuguese connection to this encounter today. Guinea Bissau, of course, former Portuguese colony, and a lot of their players based there, a lot of their players born there, in fact. Foul here on the edge of the area. This is opportunity now. Oh, what's the referee doing? Hang on. There's all sorts of argument. A yellow card. Who's that been handed out to? Jefferson is the defender who's getting more of a talking to from his own teammates than from anyone else, and he gets the card. The free kick for Egypt on the edge of the area. Here's Wael Guma. Well, all his teammates are having a real go at him. It's pulling back here on the edge of the area, and I think obviously the debate from the Egyptian perspective is, why is that not a red? But what's Mamouche away? There'll be many who look at that and think, well, Jefferson perhaps got lucky with just the yellow. And Mohamed Salah amongst those in there to say, ref, that should really be a red. Might have been a bit harsh on Jefferson had that been a red, but Mamouche looked to be away. It was goal side of the defender. And I think Jefferson, his teammates, pointing out to him that perhaps you're a little bit lucky here, mate. Don't continue labouring the point because you might force the referee to change his mind. There's a lot of talking going on. Hegazi now joining in the discussion. The ball was there, he says. And then it looks as if he wants to pull out his hair. He's a picture of frustration. The referee's word is final, and he's got to take better charge of this game now. It's become a real debating society. Jonas Mendes, in the meantime, organising the wall. Still an excellent opportunity here for the Egyptians. It's taken a long time to take this free kick from the moment that Jefferson pulled Mamouche down. Now let's see what the Egyptians are going to do. Pikete continues his gamesmanship, refusing to move away from the ball, maybe believing Salah was going to try something early. So Guinea Bissau's wall, the stage set here for Mohamed Salah and for Abdallah Al Said. Furious discussion still. Which way is it going to go? Who's going to take it? It's Abdallah Al Said into the wall. Good chance gone for the Egyptians. This is banged back into the danger zone. Salah on the edge of the area, gets his shot in, puts it well over the top. Left-footed effort from Mohamed Salah. Amr Al-Sulaya in picture there a little earlier, wearing jersey number 4. So around 10 minutes to half-time. Guinea-Bissau are more than holding on here against the Egyptians, although Egypt have twice struck the woodwork, and they might be in with a chance here again. A little too high for Salah. The cross coming in from Mustafa Mohamed. Back in again. Mustafa Mohamed finds the ball a little bit too high for him, and the chance goes over the top. Sung with some power. Not the biggest of strikers is Mustafa Mohamed, 24-year-old with 2 international goals to his name so far. He was a junior at Zamalek and started his career there. Salah. Kamal, El Nene. Salah and El Nene regulars in the team. Won't know much about Omar Kamal, a relative newcomer at the age of 28. He plays for the club called Future FC in the Egyptian League, one of the newer outfits. Shot is taken by Mustafa Mohamed. It's on target, but it's from some distance, and it's of no trouble really for Jonas Mendes. Maybe they're just getting a little more anxious. This has always been the downfall of the big teams from North Africa. If you can get them into a bit of a tiz, then you've got a very good chance of beating them. Do tend to feel the pressure and panic a little bit when things are not going their way, which is not all that often, we might add. Now Bura, looking to see if El Shenene is keeping his concentration. Hegazi to Kamal. Kamal was actually a junior at Al Ahly, but never really broke through, and making a bit of a belated name for himself here in his late 20s. Sometimes that happens. Late bloomer. Mamouche. Support from Ashraf. Now Salah, tight angle, good defensive work from Sangante. Defender based in the second division in France against one of the world's finest forwards. Good to see every now and then that the little man gets an opportunity to win a tussle or two. Mendes came out. There was a touch from Mohamed before that. Egypt have got numbers forward. Whipping the ball in one more time. Mendes comes out again. Amri looking for something on the counter. But here is Mamouche. Cutting inside. Still with the ball, and then the shot is wild and woolly and well over the top. Good effort though from Omar Mamouche. He always looks dangerous in possession. Two Bundesliga goals this season, Mamouche for Stuttgart, including one just before the winter break. There's the reaction of Carlos Queiroz, who of course is a very famous Portuguese coach, but not many people know. Born in Africa, in Nampula in the north of Mozambique, one of the most gorgeous places you will ever get to visit. His career of course has seen him with multiple national teams, Iran at the World Cup and Portugal in 2010. South Africa, the United Arab Emirates. His last job was Colombia, and then of course a club career at Man United as Ferguson's assistant and as the head coach himself at Real Madrid. Chance here for Mohamed, and it's the big frame at the back of Sangante who's getting in the way of Egypt's progress. Some nice work from the big number 22. Just a little guiding header here, taking it away from the striker. He obviously knew where he was. Just to confirm, Coach Bachiro Kande is in quarantine with COVID-19, so Emiliano Tea has taken his place. To the near post. El Nene loses the tackle to Piquete. Needs some support though. There's not much in the way of red-shirted players there. Hegazi takes it away. Here they come now, Egypt. Hegazi continuing, looking across. Mustafa Mohamed in the middle, and the efforts of the big centre-back is enough to get Egypt the corner. So he will stay up. Defensive work on that occasion by Sorimani. Four minutes to the break. Still no goal for Egypt, no goals for Guinea Bissau either. Salah turns it right on top of the goalkeeper, who does well to punch it away. This is the third successive Cup of Nations for Mendes in goal. Another corner. Last touch from Jefferson. He plays for Leislois, also in the Portuguese league. Salah again, curling it in, still in the danger zone. And that's always going to be dangerous play, Mustafa Mohamed. When they come off, they are spectacular, but with that many defenders around him, free kick was always going to go Guinea Bissau's way. They'll be growing in confidence all the time. The longer Guinea Bissau can hold on, more they will believe that maybe they can get something here tonight against the mighty Pharaohs. 102nd game in Cup of Nations finals history for Egypt tonight. That's how they've dominated the landscape. Long range effort here, and Mendes will be pleased to see that just go across. Amr Al Sulaya, the Al Ahly man, with the strike. Couple of injury concerns about him going into this game. There's a little flick on there as well, which has brought about the corner. Back in for Mamouche. Salah turned round the corner again by Mendes. Suddenly a little bit of a siege being imposed here by the Egyptians as we head towards half-time. Sense of urgency on both sides. Very tight angle for Salah. He got a bit of help there with the deflection too. Salah once more. Another good ball, looking for Hegazi at the back post. El Nene. Knocked out by El Said. Here's Ashraf. He might have a go. Bangs it in towards the strikers. Ashraf again. Foul for Ashraf. Ambri has given away the ball, and so chance for another set piece and another opportunity to get the numbers forward. This was that shot from Salah. Oh, he's come close. Jonas Mendes earning his crust here tonight for Guinea-Bissau. Still in play. Back into the danger zone. It's over El Hegazi's head. Mamouche was trying to bring it down. Maybe a counter opportunity. That's what they're thinking about. Jefferson's trying to get it forward. In the meantime, we're going to play 2 minutes of stoppage time. He's very quick, is Mustafa Mohamed. Sangante equal to the task. El Nene. Clock is ticking down. In fact, there's just a minute that's added on, my mistake, and we've got some 20-odd seconds remaining. Mamouche. Last throw of the dice here. El Nene. Kamal, they need to get this into the middle. It's an inviting ball as well. Did he get a touch to it, Mendes? Whipped across. None of the strikers were there. Look at the player furthest forward was the big centre-back Hegazi, and Mendes cognizant of that. Let it go. So that was an opportunity right at the death of the half for Egypt to take a lead into the break. As you can see, Guinea Bissau are more than holding their own here in Garowe. Half-time in this Group D encounter. The Jurtas of Guinea Bissau level with the Pharaohs of Egypt. So look at the half-time statistics here with Guinea-Bissau and Egypt going head-to-head. The possession is certainly in favour of the seven-time African champions. They have had 11 attempts at goal, only 2 on target, 7 corners to 1, such as the dominance of Egypt, but no goals to show for it. 2 yellows in this game for Pikete and for Jefferson of Guinea-Bissau. So let's look back at the highlights of the first half of this encounter here in Garowe. A good crowd on hand to support both sides, and an early opportunity for Mo Salah inside the first 2 minutes, cut inside with a left-footed effort, and the goalkeeper Mendes, well, very happy to see that go away. Struck it nice and firmly, beat the goalkeeper, but not the woodwork. So that was perhaps a sign of things to come, or so we thought. Instead, Guinea-Bissau more than holding their own. This free kick opportunity for Fali Kande was the best that they had in the first half. Set piece curling away, and El Shinawi will feel he had it covered. Then Egypt on the attack again, with Mo Salah doing most of the work down the right-hand side. His ball in here for Mamouche, expertly kept in play, and then Mustafa Mohamed striking the outside of the post again. A second time they've hit the woodwork. And that's as close as they've come, the circumference of that post separating Egypt from taking the lead in the first half against Guinea-Bissau.
The now and the future. We know that we live in a world that offers us endless possibilities. We'll continue to win, to create when, where, and how we want. And if they ask you how we did it, tell them we only know one way to do it. we don't wait for permission. We do it now. My name is Ayo Balogun, Wizkid, and I am made in Africa.
At Malcolm Supermarket.
Visit any Malcolm shop nationwide and enjoy shopping on the widest range of supermarket items at lowest prices always.
Malcolm, the original city saver.
Terms and conditions apply. Malcolm, where Ghana shops.
Well, Guinea Bissau will be very delighted with the scoreline at the moment. After 45 minutes, it's 0-0. Don't forget Guinea Bissau drew with Sudan in the opening game. We see highlights of the match. They've been dominant, 69% in terms of possession. They've created the chances a few times. Mendes has, and the post, of course, this is Mendes making a save, getting to the latter stages of the first half. That strike from Mo Salah. He has been quite influential in the first 45 minutes. Mamouche lurching on the ball at this stage with his left foot. And again, the post to the rescue of Guinea-Bissau. This is the second time Egypt had hit the post. The first earlier was from Mohamed Salah. And the pass was brilliant. Exquisite control from Mamouche. And it was all Egypt, and hitting the crossbar, Mohamed. And earlier we saw this effort from Mohamed Salah. Frimpong, you cannot accuse Egypt of not trying. They've created the chances, almost 70% in terms of possessions, and they've hit the post twice. The goalkeeper of Guinea-Bissau, Mendes, has made some very good saves, and as 0-0, Guinea-Bissau must be very delighted with the scoreline at the moment.
I mean, yeah, it's much better from Egypt. Now you can see they are really pushing forward because they know they have to win this game. But it's nice to see that they are really attacking. They are looking to get the goal to obviously change the table. But also they have to be careful because Guinea-Bissau, as you are looking, obviously you have one or two chances. This is a very good free kick just over the bar. And Egypt are in control of the game, but they still have to be careful because Guinea looks like they can also score a goal.
Wow, so this set piece, not too bad from the but I didn't think Shenawi was troubled at all. But at least Guinea-Bissau proving that they can create their own chances. They have not created many chances in this half, and this is Hegazi. It's been Egypt because they know what is at stake, and their target man Mo Salah, they know what is at stake. A very good block then from Sanganti, who has been involved in quite a number of the actions. Sanganti in the 22 shirt for Guinea-Bissau. The two goalkeepers, Shenawi and Mendes, doing quite well on the day. The control there, I didn't think was too brilliant from Balde, and Salah took full advantage of that. And you see it over and over. The central defender completely missing it, Ambry, and Mendes was completely beating the post to the rescue of Guinea-Bissau. fans are still expectant and jubilant, hopeful that their side would deliver the goods on the day. Egypt have played quite well, almost 70% in terms of possession. They've created the chances. And Michael, what has impressed me a great deal about the play of the Pharaohs is that because Guinea-Bissau have packed the midfield with all these physically conditioned players, every red shirt behind the ball, they've now decided to attack from the flanks. They've thrown in the crosses. We saw Mamouche lodge onto one of those crosses.
Yeah.
We've seen Salah on the left side and creating all these chances. Just wondering that it's only a question of time for Egypt to get the first goal.
Yeah, I mean, Egypt have done most of the running in the second half. The last 15-20 minutes they've put Guinea-Bissau under an awful lot of pressure, hit the woodwork on 2 or 3 occasions, very unlucky not to go ahead, and in fact Guinea-Bissau have not had one shot on target yet. El Shanawi has little or nothing to do. It's all been Egypt, but as I said before the game started, this game will be about fine margins, and you know you've got to take your chances. You know, I've seen games where teams have had all the pressure, they've hit the bar, hit the post, hit the bar, and all of a sudden the opposition have got a breakaway goal and pinched it 1-0. So Egypt's got to be very careful. They have to convert these chances, and Guinea-Bissau is defending quite well. They're an awkward physical team. They're making it very difficult for Egypt. But second half, I'm expecting more from Egypt. I think they were unlucky. I think a red card should have been issued. We haven't discussed that, but
we'll discuss.
Yeah.
We'll take a short break.
Yeah.
At Total Energies, we go the extra mile for you.
One expert, anyone can get lucky.
So we're about joining the field, but there's 0-0, and Frimpong, Guinea-Bissau will be very confident at this stage. 45 minutes, they're able to protect their goal area, and they must be very confident getting into the second half.
Yeah, I mean, they go into the second half very lucky because obviously, as Michael said, Egypt had 1 or 2 chances that maybe they should have scored. Obviously, at the moment, it's still 0-0, and they can go into the second half with a lot of confidence because at the moment, it's still 1 point each. But I'm sure in the second half, Egypt are going to be pushing forward.
Well, so I get a signal. We'll take a quick break again. We'll be back.
At Malcolm Supermarket.
Visit any Malcolm shop nationwide and enjoy shopping on the widest range of supermarket items at lowest prices always.
Malcolm, the original city saver.
Terms and conditions apply. Malcolm, where Ghana shops.
Is off and Abdul Moinem is on. Mahmoud Al Wench is the other name that Hamadi is better known as, but it is a little bit of a tactical switch in the sense of an out-and-out defender has been sacrificed and a little bit more of an attacking approach obviously has been ordered by coach Carlos Queiroz. There's El Nene in picture. Far too close to the goalkeeper. Was looking for Mamouche. No real accuracy on that particular effort. And now forward come Guinea Bissau. A long ball up front. It's neatly dealt with. Abdul Monem's first contribution since coming on, but Piquete plays it inside. Now Salah needs support though, looking to put the afterburners on. Mamouche, good running down the left-hand side. The overlap, the cross, and you can see exactly why Abdul Monem is on. The substitute is also from the Future Club, a 22-year-old. Wench, the central defender from Zamalek. Guinea-Bissau just continue to look comfortable, unnerved by the presence of this powerful team on the pitch alongside them. And I'm sure by now, confident that they might be able to do something in this game. El Nene. Kamal's on the right-hand side, so is Salah. Two of them have worked in tandem fairly well through the first half of the game. There's Abdul Moinem and Hegazi. Now Abdallah El Said and Mamouche, and the ball is still in play, and now throw in comes off Ambri. Nene and Salah. It's gone out wide here. Kamal. Here comes the cross. Whipped in. Header from Mustafa Mohammed. Had to lean back to try and get some decent currency on. That was a very good effort, in fact, from a difficult situation. Egypt with two new fullbacks for today's game after injuries in the opening match against Nigeria. Akram Taufik and Ahmed Fatou were both hurt. Now Piquete waits for support from Fali Kande. It comes instead from Moreto on the edge of the area. Hegazi will clear. Straight to Piquete again. Might be in the second half that Guinea-Bissau decide after a while just to try and frustrate Egypt as much as they possibly can, take the tempo out of the game and make it a little bit of a stop-start affair. I think for the moment, though, they're willing to believe that they can get a goal and in fact take the lead. Might be a little later on that they decide to settle somewhat. Yellow card here for El Nene. Here's a picture of frustration. Well, he missed the ball completely, and Moreto was coming in. You can feel a little bit of sympathy for El Nene in terms of that decision. Didn't pick up any cards in the previous match against Nigeria, so that's the first for Egypt at this competition. What a game to debut as the caretaker coach, Emiliano Te, in charge of Guinea Bissau in the absence of Bashiro Kande, and up against the 7-time African champions. Just to add on that Guinea-Bissau didn't pick up any yellow cards in their first game either. They've got 2 today with Piquete and Jefferson. They have a free kick too. Inviting little ball, dealt with fairly comfortably by the Egyptian defence. Abdul Moinem got the touchdown. It's back with Jonas Mendes. Just look very unconvincing, it must be said, this Egyptian side. Fair number of these players were involved at the Arab Cup in Qatar, where they got to the semis, lost in the very last minute to a rather dramatic own goal and missed out on the final. It was Tunisia who went through instead to take on Algeria. That was a big blow to confidence. Egypt would have been the favourites along with Algeria for that competition. And then, of course, coming into this tournament, would not have expected to lose in their first game against Nigeria. That would have been one they would have targeted for a positive result themselves, just to serve notice of their potential. Now instead the pressure is heaped all over them. El Nene. Forward, here we go. This is Kamal now. To the byline. It's a good cross. It's a clearing header from Sangante, who's done a wonderful defensive job. Foul committed by Mamush. He is increasingly frustrated. Got to be a little bit careful. Push on Moreto, who gladly takes the free kick opportunity. Still nice and hot at this time of night. This tournament probably not as hot as the last one in Egypt in the middle of their summer. Games were kicking off late in the evening to avoid the horrible heat that the players would have had to struggle with. Next Cup of Nations will be back in mid-year in Côte d'Ivoire. It'll be in the northern hemisphere, but their problem at that time of year is more the rain than anything else. That's the reason why we're having this Cameroon tournament in January, because of the rainy season. That's very tropical in Central Africa in mid-year, and when the rain falls, it falls with some gusto. Now, forward and a window of opportunity for Sorimane. Excellent run. Ambri appealing for a free kick on the edge of the area, and they've got it. Excellent run from Sorimane, almost out of nowhere. He burst forward. His teammates have gone to congratulate him. They're all, you can get a sense they all believe they have an opportunity here for an excellent result. Foul committed by Ayman Ashraf. After the nutmeg, Moreto with a wonderful little run straight at the defense, weaving his way and looking to set up an opportunity. Free kick chance now. These are going to be rare. They've got to use it. Once again, we're taking a real age here to get the free kick set up and taken. First the wall being sorted out. El Nene He will be back to goal. Fairly new trend these days in football. Not sure I've ever seen it work, but someone higher up in the tactical ladder has thought of it. So Falikande came close in the first half. He's got another chance here. Perhaps a little closer in. Falikande, chance for Guinea Bissau. It's gone over the top. Set piece chances tonight are going to be few and far between for the men in red. They need to utilise them. That was disappointing. He is their set piece specialist. It's had two now that have gone over. Now, what's the response from Egypt, having weathered that storm? Shot from Mustafa Mohamed takes a little bit of a deflection. It's collected by Mendes. Mustafa Mohamed prepared to strike when he sees an opportunity. There's no hesitation on his part. Yet Mohamed Salah to his right wasn't interested in the pass. Falikande is forward again. Excellent ball just over the head of Mama Balde. And Ambri as well applauds the efforts. Guinea-Bissau now just picking up the tempo a little and suggesting that they might be able to create what would be one of the great upsets of Nations Cup history if they were to come away with a result here. Yes, Trezeguet dropped for this game. He's going to be thrown back into the fray. And again, it's an attacking move. Abdallah El Said goes off, and Trezeguet on in his place. He's had his injury problems. Trezeguet only recently returned to full fitness. The other change is one up front too, with Mustafa Mohamed going off. Zizo is on, otherwise known as Ahmed Mustafa Mohamed Said, but we'll stick with Zizo, I think, the Zamalek striker. He had his 26th birthday, by the way, a couple of days ago, so maybe Zizo might yet find a belated presence here. They've got to get the ball of Guinea-Bissau first. Play on, says the referee. Crowd are getting behind the men in red as well. They sense there might be something on here tonight. There's plenty of time left, just over half an hour. I wonder whether Guinea-Bissau aren't on the cusp of something special. Just need the one little breakthrough. It's a very tentative Egyptian side they're up against. No way through for Falikande there. Hegazi will hoof this forward. Swept up at the back. Here come Guinea-Bissau again. Throw in Egypt. Chance for Kamal to get it forward. Oh, first change for the men in red. Jorginho will come on for Ambri. I think he'll be a little disappointed to go off. He was having a good game. Jorginho plays his club football in Poland. Competed at the last tournament for Guinea-Bissau. Good work up front for Ambri in today's encounter. Let's see what the 26-year-old might be able to offer. Jorginho was a junior at Manchester City, by the way. He, one of those, the wave of young talents at youth level for Portugal. He played in the UEFA Under-19 Championship. Was signed by Man City after that tournament. They had him out on loan at Saint-Etienne and several other clubs. Didn't really make the step up. Now earning his money in Poland. There have been a lot of players like that who are spotted at a young age and loaned out by the bigger clubs who offer them a contract. See if they develop into something special that they can take back and use, but most times that's not the case. It was the player Tony Silva, you might remember, with Guinea Bissau the last two tournaments. He was a junior at Liverpool. Really struggled in his club career of late. Now Kamal, Carlos Queiroz out on the edge of the area, getting very nervous, I fancy. Need something, the Egyptians. They've had the lion's share of the possession, just have not looked all that sharp idea-wise today. Now Mamouche seems to want to bulldozer his way through every time. Gives away the foul as well. Moreto's been in the wars, back up on his feet and ready to resume. El Sulaya plays it back to Hegazi. El Nene. Now with Ashraf, part of the Al Ahly contingent. Of course, have got the Club World Cup coming up. Might overlap if Egypt are to progress. Abdul Moinem's just come on, but that's a momentary lapse of concentration. Guinea-Bissau ball, despite what the Egyptians were thinking. Good turn there. This is good, strong work from Jorginho. Excuse me, from Mama Balde. Then stopped in his tracks now. Fresh legs for Egypt. They're looking for Salah. He's hardly had a touch in the second half. Foul committed on Mamouche. Turning 70 soon, Carlos Queiroz. This is a wonderful career. A professor in football coaching. Kamal now into the area. Here's the cross. It's too strong, it's too high, and it's too long. He's making good progress down that right hand side, but not delivering the killer cross that they need, the killer pass that would set up the likes of Mamouche or Mohamed Salah or Zizou, who's just come on. Now might be a chance for Zizou, looking to set it up. He bangs that over the top. More frustration. Zizou more a winger than a striker, but thrust into a forward role here. Trezeguet on the other side. It's clear they're looking for width out wide. It's just not working for the Egyptians, and if it's a goalless draw at the end of 90, you could hear the noise from Cairo wherever you are in the world, because they will be moaning at the top of their voices. The Egyptian supporters are not used to coming second best, particularly in the African Forum. And 1 point from 2 matches will not go down well. So that is yet to be the case. There is still 25 minutes for Egypt to do something in this game. Ample time, you would agree. And they've got the quality. Maybe now. Let's look at Salah steaming ahead. This is Trezeguet. Mamouche. Good sliding challenge. Defensive work has been excellent today from Guinea-Bissau. A stout performance at the back, particularly from the likes of Bura and Opa Sangante. And then chances on the counter. The fullback Jefferson on the march. Goal kick. Egypt looking for the ball. Want to get it back in play. Carlos Queiroz has been to the last 3 World Cups as a coach, the last 2 with Iran, in Brazil and in Russia, and before that, the 2010 edition in South Africa, he was the coach of Portugal. Of course, he's got a chance to go with Egypt to Qatar this year, but he will know from bitter past experience, if you don't do well in the Cup of Nations, you are not going to go to the World Cup as coach of your country. He was South Africa's coach for the Japan World Cup. He qualified the country for the Japan Korea World Cup, but at the preceding Cup of Nations a few months before, they were knocked out in the quarters and he lost his job. Didn't go as the World Cup coach. A real fighting performance today from Guinea-Bissau, and you saw the application there of Jefferson. Clearance from Moreto. Good cross-field pass. Jefferson on the march on the right-hand side, waiting for the pass. Didn't come. Play on, says the referee. Hegazi now has decided he's seen enough of the guys up front not being able to deliver. Maybe he can contribute. He will leave a little gap at the back, which El Nene will go and cover for him. Here he is again, Hegazi. Now, finally Salah gets the ball. What's he going to do with it? Inside from Salah. This is Zizou. Al Sulaya looking for Salah. Salah scores! Mohamed Salah. He's been virtually anonymous in this game, and Egypt have the breakthrough finally. Guinea-Bissau were looking for the offside. That is more relief than anything else for the Egyptians as Salah finally breaks the deadlock. I think he was fairly surprised with the space he got there, Mohamed Salah. And he'll be absolutely delighted with a goal for his country. Now, was he offside or not? No, he wasn't. As the ball was played in, Sangate played him on. He looked across to the linesman before he started celebrating. As the flag stayed down, Salah realized the goal was going to count. There was the chip inside from Kamal. Looks at the linesman. Flag is down. It's my goal, says Mo Salah. 20 minutes to go. Egypt have broken through finally with their captain leading from the front, although he's been largely anonymous in this second half in particular. Heartbreak for Guinea-Bissau. And they are maybe clinging to the hope that the VAR might come up with something. Looked to me on that initial slow motion replay that Salah was indeed onside. And there is confirmation. The goal will stand. So, a first goal since March when he netted against the Comoros right at the end of the Africa Cup of Nations qualifiers when they won 4-0. Both sides had already qualified then. The entire World Cup qualifying campaign in September through to November, Mohamed Salah played in 5 of the 6 games. You'll remember with the COVID red list, he missed out on one of the trips to Southern Africa. Didn't score in any of those matches. Well, there's still frustration in the Egyptian ranks, even though the breakthrough has been made. Well, has that taken the wind out of the sails of a very gallant Guinea Bissau team, or will they come back? Goal, by the way, is number 44 in Egyptian colours for Mohamed Salah. He was a prolific scorer in his earlier days. It's the 5th goal as well at Africa Cup of Nations finals for him. 3rd appearance. So 2 against the Comoros on the 29th of March last year. It's almost around about 10 months since Mo Salah last scored for his country. 5 games, in fact, without a goal. And now that drought is broken, and how important that might yet be for Egypt, for Mo Salah, for the tournament as well. There's a look at the VAR and the reason for the decision. It was El Salaya, in fact, who played the cross in. Excellent finish. I think more relieved than anything else, Salah and his Egyptian teammates. Now, just over 15 minutes to go. Is there perhaps an appetite for a second? Or are Guinea-Bissau going to still offer something? Remember, Guinea-Bissau have not scored in their last 5 Cup of Nations games, in the finals, that is. The whole of the last tournament in Egypt in 2019, the last game they played in 2017, plus the match against Sudan. That's what it comes down to at the end of the day. You've got to put the ball in the back of the net. Qualified rather dramatically in March. Guinea-Bissau, they scored in the very last minutes of the home qualifier against Mozambique. Mozambique needed the away win and were en route. Guinea-Bissau needed the draw and got the equaliser. Kamal now, chance! Oh, that's at the upright. Zizou, 3rd time now that the woodwork has saved Jonas Mendes. Once again, the crosses from Kamal, they're working out this time. That was an excellent opportunity. Zizou had time, he took it well. Side-footed, he would have believed for all money that was headed towards the back of the net. Solidly against the post and out again. Going to have to maybe consult one of the local juju men about that post, the Egyptians, at the end of the game. See if they can turn their fortunes for the next match against Sudan. No way through for Jefferson. Remember, he's gone in the book already. He can ill afford another card. If Guinea-Bissau 1 man short for the final 15 minutes. Oh, Mo Salah to the rescue for Egypt. We've heard that before. Ball inside. Now Salah again. Salah, tight angle. Strong challenge on him as well. Play on, Mamouche. Kamal behind him. El Nene looking for the second of the night. Zizou plays it out wide. It's been a good game in the end from Kamal. He's very right-footed. Another cross. And the header from Trezeguet is well wide. Now, I wonder if they're going to have a look at that challenge on Salah. In the meantime, double change here. We got big man Frederic Mende coming on and Lionel. Off goes Jefferson. He's been flirting with danger. Just in terms of a possible booking. Lionel from the second division in France, and Frederic Mende up front, the 33-year-old, plays for Vitória Setúbal. He is French-born, now playing his football in Portugal. Spent quite a lot of time in the East, in South Korea. Also had a bit of a spell in Thailand. A very well-travelled Frederic Mendy. Was part of the Guinea Bissau setup at that first Africa Nations Cup, Africa Cup of Nations finals appearance for them in Gabon. In the meantime, the Egyptians are looking to make some changes themselves. Mamouche has run a good race. Might be time to give him a rest. There's confirmation. Mohamed Sherif is coming on for Mamouche. The other change will be Fati, who was dropped from the lineup today. Hamdi Fati from Al Ahly. And he's on for El Nene. Nene has looked frustrated in this encounter. Hamdi Fati, 27-year-old, a couple of goals in national team colours over the last year. And then up front, Mohamed Sherif, also from Al Ahly, 25-year-old. Big contingent from the reigning African champions. As we said earlier, going to the Club World Cup at the end of the month in the United Arab Emirates, and if Egypt do well in this tournament, Coach Pitso Mosamani will have to do without many of his big stars. It's incredible that the dates overlap. There seems to be no cognizance of the fact that Egypt have a very good chance in a major championship, as they always are there and thereabouts, and that there's a very good chance that Ahly will have to play at that Club World Cup without players, even if it's the first game or the first two games. It'll be a big ask for a lot of them to move from this tournament to the next without fatigue, particularly a mental tiredness. Very difficult to switch from the one task to the other. Well, we first have to see how far they get in the tournament before that becomes a real debate. This was the opportunity for Zizou. There'll be a lot happier Egyptian camp, but there'll still be a lot of muttering and debate about the effectiveness of this team. One more group game against Sudan, though, to maybe turn things around, win the fans back over again. They didn't have much in the way of preparation, did Egypt. Of course, their foreign-based players were allowed to stay with their clubs. Salah, for example, only joining in the week in which they left for Cameroon. Delayed their departure by a day or two because of a COVID scare. Space in the middle here. Jorginho Back in from Mendy. Now the shot! Saved by El Shenawi. That's the sparkling talent of Jorginho, the former Portuguese under-20 international. Good little turn, snap effort. And El Nene had his wits about him, keeping his concentration. Not done yet for Guinea Bissau. 9 minutes to go, plus a little stoppage time. One thing you have to factor in now is the fatigue that both of these sides will be feeling. This is a second game in 4 days for both of them, played at a high level and an incredible intensity. Shot, goal! That's super! Absolutely super! Turned in from the narrowest of angles by Mama Balde. Guinea-Bissau get their first goal in the finals since 2017, and what a cracker it is. The Egyptians can't believe it. Mama Balde. That is a superb strike. Incredibly tight angle, takes on the defender Kamal. Keeps going, cuts inside, and just hammers it home. El Shenawi with the outstretched arm, no chance. Balde from Troyes in the top flight Ligue 1 in France, showing his quality. What a superb effort. Guinea-Bissau are right back in it here. Brilliant strike. Look at the celebrations on the bench. Oh, there's the goal scorer. Looks exhausted now. 8 minutes left. And you can see the Egyptians are rattled again. Well, did Mama Balde commit a foul on Kamal when he was cutting inside there, before putting it in the back of the net? It would be a really harsh call against him if that were to be the case. I presume that's what we're waiting for VAR-wise. Referee's going to go and have a look. Wow, this could be a pivotal moment. At first glance, it didn't seem all that serious. It would be a hammer blow for Guinea-Bissau if that was to be called back. Here he is against Kamal. Now, did he pull him back on the shoulder or not? That's what the referee's looking at. How much force was there on that? Referee's being surrounded by all sorts of people, and the CAF officials are getting in there to try and protect him. Well, Kamal was pulling on Mama Balde as well. Look at Kamal grabbing the buttocks there of the player. And was he swung around, Kamal, by Mama Balde there? Is that a foul? Referee says goal. No. Referee says free kick. That is harsh. That is very harsh, and there is Moreto now getting a yellow card, continuing his protest. That's a little unnecessary, but you can understand the frustration. Dramatic scenes here at the end. Balde denied an absolutely superb finish. In the view of the referee, he pulled back Omar Kamal as he made his progress towards goal. Here it is again. How big a foul was this? Well, the VAR called the referee to come and have a look, and he's made his decision. Egypt are still leading, and Guinea Bissau are still without a goal since the 2017 finals. But that is harsh. Three and a half minutes for Guinea-Bissau to do something, and you wonder if that decision has just taken all of the energy out of them. They will be absolutely mentally devastated by that call. So it's still 1-0. The goal from Mo Salah, it's pegged down at the 86th minute, was actually scored in the 69th. Well, they are going to be so frustrated, Guinea-Bissau, so close to taking a point off a nation that is, in comparison, absolutely massive in terms of resources and population compared to Guinea-Bissau. So close. Panucha to go off, Teixeira to come on for these closing stages. Otherwise known as Mauro Rodriguez. He's a 20-year-old who plays in Switzerland. He's Portuguese born. Made his debut in March, did Mauro Rodriguez. Al Sulaya done a lot of work in the middle of the park. A lot of it goes unseen as well for Egypt. Now they need to concentrate on the defense. Heartbreak in the closing stages for Guinea-Bissau, but can they do something here? El Shanawi has it. Now it's just a question for Egypt of winding down the clock in these closing stages. That they will consider themselves most fortunate to come away with all 3 points. Guinea-Bissau will be left needing to chase something in that final game against Nigeria. I think Nigeria will have a look at this game and think themselves, these guys are going to give us a hard time next Wednesday in Garoua. They have to be careful about it. They might well end up on the losing side, Guinea-Bissau, but they will come out of this encounter with their reputation enhanced. Moreto. The turn. And harassed all the way there by the Egyptians. Sangate. Need to get this forward. We're almost on the cusp of the end of the 90, and we will go into optional time now. 4 minutes have been added on. 4 minutes for Guinea-Bissau to get back in the game. 4 minutes for Egypt to hold on here and take all 3 points. I think at the end of the game we're going to see a very disappointed Guinea-Bissau side and a very relieved Egyptian team who might not celebrate in the way they would a victory at the Cup of Nations finals, because they know that they've got away with one here today. It's not been the best of performances. Salah with the winner, but Salah largely anonymous. And then Guinea-Bissau with a very tough call against them, denied the equaliser. Salah here just trying to wind down the clock. Heads are down from Guinea-Bissau, fatigued. They know time is against them. There's a very frustrated figure in the middle there, Moreto. He's had an excellent game. Kamal takes the ball away, finds Salah. Foul in favour of Egypt. That will eat up more time on the clock. Quickly taken though. There's a chance that Egypt might yet be able to utilise. What they are doing successfully is keeping the ball down in the opposite end of the field. Ayman Ashraf pushing forward. Bangs this one into the danger zone. Zizou was there, so was Salah. Zizou not prepared to have a shot. Kamal continues to run. He must have put in hundreds of kilometres up and down this right-hand side. Here's Salah as well, trying a little trick. All the while the ball stays down where Guinea-Bissau don't want it to be. They need to get it forward. There's the flick on from Frederick Mende. Another 90 seconds to go. Egypt just winding down the clock, hanging on for a slim margin of victory against Guinea-Bissau. Egypt on to 3 points. Nigeria already have 6. Sudan and Guinea-Bissau will stay on 1. It means Nigeria's top 2 finish is confirmed, and they are definitely through. The other definite is Morocco, and the third definite is Zimbabwe are eliminated. They cannot finish higher than bottom of their group after yesterday's results. So we've got 3 mathematical certainties and a lot of other highly probables. The likes of Senegal and Guinea and Gabon were surely on their way. And 3 points here might be enough for Egypt, even if they were to lose to Sudan in the next game. That's a fairly unlikely scenario. Chance here for Guinea-Bissau with a final kick of the match, surely, from Moreto. El Shenawi knocks it away. Just seconds now from the final whistle. And so close to still snatching it. Wonderful effort on goal, and El Shenawi comes up with an excellent stop. This has got to be the last throw of the dice. Mama Balde to take it. High into the area. El Ghazi picked up by El Shenawi. That should be it. We've had 4.5 minutes now of stoppage time. Egypt look on their way to victory, but a very slim one at that. There it is. Final whistle. Heartbreak for Guinea-Bissau. 3 points for Egypt. A very, very tough encounter. It took a goal from Mohamed Salah to separate the two sides, but it was not the performance that the Egyptians were hoping for. And it's Guinea-Bissau who will walk off the park with their heads held high. They fought, and they fought hard, and they came within inches of grabbing what might have been a well-deserved point. Guinea-Bissau 0, Egypt 1. The Pharaohs are the victors. Guinea-Bissau, what a performance.
gentlemen, I see the far. Yeah, it was a really tough game, but you know we just did it in the end. We were a little bit lucky with the foul, but yeah, we have to carry on. We just need to win next game so we can qualify. So we'll do our best to go as far as we could in the tournament. Well, I think it's really hard. As you can see, the tournament is really hard. Everybody play great football, so hopefully we can go as far as we could. It's gonna be tough, as you see, but we will do our best.
Visit any Malcolm shop nationwide and enjoy shopping on the widest range of supermarket items at lowest prices always.
Malcolm, the original city saver.
Terms and conditions apply. Malcolm, where Ghana shops.
While contrasting scenes from the stadium, total depression, dejection, sorrow on the part of Guinea-Bissau, total elation for the Pharaohs of Egypt, and once again it's Mohamed Salah who becomes the poster boy, and there's a difference between the